Because I would
You could have been famous with
I would
this.
go after that crackhead. No way I'm going after that fucker. I just want to see my ass. I just want to see my ass get fucking clocked.
Oh my God, that GIF would just make us rich.
This would have
Sam.
been this would have been
And then the
Barstool
guy-
Gold right here. I mean,
That would have been Barstool Gold.
We'd have gotten
the highest of internet honors.
That's really shameful. It'd be like someone's gonna be like, yeah. By the way, there's video of you on the internet getting knocked out. You're the
Barstool's
most
gonna have that
famous
tomorrow.
person on the internet.
They're going to somehow get their hands on it
There's
tomorrow.
a Freedom of Information Act. We got to get this motherfucker, man. This video, I didn't see it happen, and I would love to know exactly what happened because I was talking to the nice Cowboys fan with the tattoo on the middle of his face.
We were in a nice area.
We were not in a... But back to the story at hand.
Sorry.
So let's talk... All right, since we're talking about Colorado places, our favorite off of Colfax, apparently, let's talk about a couple of your favorites. So these are not rapid fire, but we'll keep it brief since we've gone long. What's your favorite bar to get a bourbon in?
Say Finn's Manor.
I like
Except
that.
when you tell everyone.
Hey, that was my little Christmas gift
was
to the
a nice
world. That was
Christmas
my
gift.
Christmas
I
gift.
go over there for Pliny, and it's
Yeah.
a fucking just basic vodka tonic.
No, but the
they
best
make their
part.
own tonic.
Yeah, nice. Really, bro? I didn't know that.
It's
Yeah,
nice.
but I feel like a lot of places try to gouge on the whiskey prices, and they keep it pretty real there. As like they're not trying to make $100 on a pour. So best prices around.
Definitely.
Probably the most knowledgeable staff I think around. I actually did a whiskey ambassador course with their entire staff, so I can tell you they're a pretty smart fucking bunch over there.
And Sam, what would your favorite bar for bourbon be?
You know what? Finn's obviously, but I'm also gonna go with this isn't really a downtown bar. It's Bull and Bush actually down in Glendale.
That's a cool little leathery scene in there. Like chairs are all kind of low seated.
Yeah,
I
kind
feel
of
like
dark
it's
and
a
moody.
brewery.
Yeah.
It's a brewery.
It's all like leather, isn't it?
Yeah.
Seats. It
It's
feels
a brewery, but their owner loves whiskey.
with those presses.
Yeah, and if you know where and what to order there, they same type of thing. They don't price gouge. I had some Jefferson's 18-year there for like $20 an ounce. Like, it's legit.
I mean, I've actually eaten there. I've had an office right down the street from that, and which, it's actually pretty fucking solid, So I know the place, but I didn't know it was a whiskey hole. So I mean, I guess we're giving a little tip away. I didn't mean to do that, but
Not
at the same
too
time, we like to
That's
funnel
cool.
business to the neighborhoods.
I always say, if you have a good whiskey, you might as well just share it with the world. It's a bar.
Yeah,
It's going to get drank eventually. You aren't going to sit there and drink the whole bottle yourself. So
That's true. That's
fuck
very
it.
true.
That's how I see it.
Except that dude that drank the $750 an ounce at Hearth and Dram of the Pappy 25.
I mean, yeah, he
year.
probably drank that one all by himself
He
because
did.
no one can afford that.
No.
Wait, what was the cost?
So it was $750 an ounce. Well, it started at $700 an ounce, but this dude came in and drank a third of the bottle, and then it went up to $750, and this dude came back twice more to finish off the bottle.
How much does that leave? How much does that cost?
Let's see.
How much? What kind of? How
It's like-
expensive is that bottle at what the rate y'all pay for it?
Well, we can't. That's one that you can't really get.
Yeah.
But I think it would retail was $5,000 ish.
I think it's like $5,000. Yeah.
So he actually
And
got a
then-
kind of deal
No,
on
he
it for
didn't.
secondary market or not?
No.
I think like secondary goes like 10,000. or
10,000.
something.
He
Holy
spent.
fucking shit!
and-
Y'all are
Yeah.
spending $10,000
No.
on a
Oh,
bottle. of whiskey,
I'm
yeah?
not definitely
He
not.
spent 18,000 plus on that bottle of whiskey.
God damn.
That's a baller move. That's a pretty serious flex.
Yeah, how small is his dick?
I don't know, man. If I just had a shit ton of money, I might just kind of ball out occasionally
Well, that's
like that.
that's also what I think that's funny.
I mean, I would drink a $5,000 bottle of champagne.
Yeah, hell
if
yeah.
some-
Yeah.
Or a bottle.
But the
If
thing-
somebody said, if I had that money and somebody was like, would you like this? Like,
Yeah,
sign
well-
up,
Yeah.
put it on my tab. And be like,
Yeah.
fuck. That's called fuck you money.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, exactly.
That's not even fuck you money. That's like
That's when you have like your own.
That's you're teabagging the bar money. That's like,
That's fucking fantastic. But okay, so Hearth and Dram has some pretty nice booze.
Yeah, they've got great booze. Their prices are just a little high.
Yeah, agreed.
But I mean, like I said, Finn's and probably Bull and Bush.
Okay, Bull and Bush. Sorry, I was thinking of Hearth and Dram was the one that had that really fancy one. All right, so we went. I want to ask some bourbon bars. We want to ask some favorite restaurants.
No,
that
we
he
also
hits.
since he is the whiskey accountant and you do make your own fancy ass cocktails. So Finn's is your favorite straight up whiskey bar. If you're gonna go somewhere for a cocktail, I know like if I'm going for a pisco sour, I head down onto Senior Bear.
Yeah.
But if you're going for a nice cocktail bar instead of restaurant, where do you go?
I'd say if I'm going for a cocktail, right now, I think the best place in Denver right now, is, of course, my opinion is Tatarian over on Tennyson. They're doing, for me, it's kind of like who's pushing the boundary a little bit and actually doing some real creative shit.
What are they doing?
They're just, they aren't just doing like your basically like daiquiri, old fashioned stuff like that. They're doing some pretty crazy drinks that, I wouldn't be able to make. I always want to go somewhere that I'm going to have a drink that I can't make at home.
That's my exact opinion when I go get whiskey, when I go get drinks. Even food at this point, I don't want to be able to make it at home. You know?
Exactly. I mean, you don't want to just have something that you have at home and you could just drink or eat. I mean, you want to go out and have a fucking experience.
Must be hard for you.
Yeah, that is kind of wild. That's not the reason. I don't go to the bar for that. I go to the bar just to go to the bar. Like, I get something I probably have a 12-pack of Budweiser at my house. I'm still going to order a Budweiser if I'm chilling at the bar.
Well, he's talking about straight up like cocktails and things like
gotcha.
that. Like,
yeah. This is like
we just spent 10 minutes talking about how we go to Don's.
I mean, come on. I was just thinking. I was like, foosball. I'll go to the bar. Pool.
I've got a pool table. So
that is true. Yeah,
free pool.
So let me ask you, what are the ingredients? So obviously it's not always bourbon all the time. So what's another hip drink that maybe I saw something about? I feel like Aperol Spritzer and Frosé are having a little baby next summer is what Food and Wine says. What's this hip drink that everyone's drinking nowadays?
What's the hip drink people are
you gotta be
drinking
in
nowadays?
touch.
Man, dude, I don't know. I'm kind of old school. I'm not going to lie. I'm a pretty old school guy when it comes to drinks. I'd say rum. I think rum is it's already becoming a very popular spirit, and I think it's just going to grow from here. I think people are catching on to the quality, the taste of it, and most importantly, the price point.
Yeah, I was about to say the price.
It's cheap as shit. You can get some old-ass rum for dollars. I mean, so I think that's kind of where you're going with it now.
$1 on the year.
$1 on the year. Yeah, it's kind of actually a pretty accurate statement right there. But I think the big hip thing right now, which isn't more my wheelhouse, just because maybe I'm a little bit more of a degenerate, is the low alcohol cocktails. But that seems to be the popular thing. I guess it has less calories or something. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know about that one, but
that's fair. Well, I'll ask you this then. So let's talk about popular things around town. If you're going to go, so we've done bars. Let's talk about restaurants. What's your go-to date night at the restaurant?
Right now, it'd either be L5 or Softa.
Ooh, we love, shout out at Lone Shy. We love Softa. Place is fire.
Softa's.
Place is fire. Some of that hummus.
I don't know how that just rung my ears.
Dude, I don't know if you guys went there during the week of Hanukkah, but they had a latke platter that was fucking to die for. These things
were. Are you Jewish as well?
My wife is Jewish. I am not Jewish myself. L'chaim.
I'm a Jew.
I'm a good old Gentile, but I lit some candles this week, so I keep it real.
There you go.
But no, they had these latkes that were like a fucking inch thick, and they just came with a bunch of dips. It was debaucherous, but man, it was dirty good. It was.
And L5's the same way, and I feel like it has a nice little ambiance that goes as well. You can kind of see the downtown, as everybody knows.
Yeah, I'd say as far as date night, that would be where
that paella fucks. It's good.
That pay $10, man. I don't know if that's how that goes on this, but
$10.
$10, I'd fuck it, man.
Dude, it's fucking good. That shit. It's seafood. That seafood. Woo! God.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to jive on this food then. We're seeming to be on the same train. Cheers to that. That's what we'll do. Every time we're in agreement, everyone has to take a sip of their booze.
All right.
We're about to get Liddy McTitty.
Yes.
I'll actually grab a glass of whiskey, but I'm going to let you go on this next one. What's the best meal you've had in the last 6 months in Denver?
Best meal? Dude, I just have to say the matzo ball soup from Softa, man.
Oh, you're on the Softa train.
I'm on the Softa train. If they want to have me come in there,
are
and
a Gentile. You know how I know?
How?
You didn't say that your wife's mom's matzo ball soup's the best.
I don't think anyone's mom's matzo ball soup is as good as this matzo ball soup.
Right.
And you could correct me. You could correct me.
I haven't had it, so I'm gonna have to try it.
It's fucking. It's a duck fat matzo ball soup.
Oh, I have had that. It is dank.
Yeah,
it is dank.
I could go every day and just fucking.
I actually like the. I usually don't like chicken in my chicken soup. I know it's weird because it's boiled chicken, and I think it's weird. But that duck and that fucking, I have had it. That matzo ball duck soup is.
It's incredible. Otherwise, if kind of again outside of the two restaurants I've mentioned, I'd have to say the spicy chicken from Hop Alley.
Dude, the Szechuan chicken is fire as fuck.
Yeah.
But Hop Alley does get my dick hard, and I'll tell you why. It's that fried soft shell crab and the lettuce wrap. It's got that. There's almost so much salt in it. It's just like you have to dip it in that like remoulade or
You
that
got just
aioli.
like the mayo.
Aioli. I did the fucking rabbit ears. It's not real. It's just mayo and seasoning. God, it's so good. But yeah, those are fire spots. So I couldn't agree more with that. That means cheers and chug or sip.
Even Kip got a little whiskey in here.
Yeah, this is
I'm gonna have a sip.
this is where the night's going now.
Yeah, I'm gonna Uber home for sure. All right, so we've done best date
Speaking
nights.
of that, I know it's usually one of our last
Yeah, we can
segments,
fire it in
but
now.
Kip just threw it out there. Daniel, what's your Uber rating?
I'm proud to say it's a 4.93, and I think the 0.07 is not me. I think that's a personal slight against myself, but
Because of your mustache.
I think it's a little bit of jealousy. I don't know. I've had some 2 a.m. rides that I don't remember, and I kind of just wonder what the fuck I did
Yelling at
inside
him
that
by
car.
accident,
Yeah.
like
I'm
not
a
even-
4.93 as well, and I actually kind of find that riveting because I feel as long as you're above about the 4, I don't know. It depends on the guest. It really does depend on the guest's number because we've been like, yeah, that's totally cool, but we'll rip on Lippman for a 4.85. So,
Well, Lippman's just an asshole.
yeah, so
I think a 4.85 is pretty low.
8.5.
8.5.
That's interesting. I don't know where the average. Maybe that's Google's answer. What the average rate
that would
is.
be.
But I bet you.
That's a good trivia question right there.
I mean, but if you have one, like, if you come home drunk and you throw up outside of that Uber, you're going down. You're giving you a 1 right
Yeah,
there.
if you yammy cakes on the in or on the Uber, or if anyone else in your car does,
The worst is when it's
your
someone
score is going to be
else.
fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least you don't have to foot the bill then. You're like, motherfucker, you're paying for that vomit in your hair and on the fucking floor of this Uber. Sorry, it's definitely not happened. Okay, so before I forgot about something, but we'll dive into that in a minute. Okay, so we've done best meals, we've done best drinks. Let's say a cool new spot that you've hit. I guess you said Softa. We'll count that
Yeah.
because L5's been around. So what's the beer of choice? If we're gonna run through some Colorado things, and then what's it called? Oh, I know what we forgot.
What did we forget?
His foundation.
Oh, that's the most important.
Yeah, we could jump in that before I drink more. We could
You got
before
excited
I
for
can
that,
talk
doesn't it?
coherently
Yeah,
about
so
this.
I was going
So
through
I
the
know-
rundown, and I apologize.
So
I
I
have zero
know-
segue
No, no.
there.
So this is gonna. So I know that you have an awesome nonprofit, Pours for Paws. I know Small Batch last week, their whiskey raffle, a bunch of their some of their proceeds went to Pours for Paws. I'm seeing it a lot. Let's hear about it.
Yeah, so this was kind of born, my wife and I co-founded it, and it kind of came from, we were working with a lot of rescues ourselves. We foster dogs and whatnot and would help at their events and stuff. And we kind of saw a missed opportunity as far as fundraising goes, that a lot of them weren't fundraising in the city of Denver, more specifically drinking establishments, mostly because they want to have animals at these events and whatnot, which I totally understand. So we were kind of like, we're always at like a bar on the weekend, a brewery, distillery, cocktail bar, whatever. So we're like, what if like while you're here, you're drinking for a cause? So that was kind of the birth of it, is we were just, what would we want to do if we were giving back money? So that's kind of where that was born from. Yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly. And so
That's where most of my money goes already. It's
exactly. And so it's like, yeah, if you were buying a drink and $1 of every drink went to something, it's kind of a no-brainer. And it's kind of a marriage of the two things. I think they just go so naturally together. It kind of just was like a natural birth of this.
Who doesn't love to pet a dog when they're drunk?
Exactly. And
think-
that's, yeah.
I don't know if that
I
was
know,
necessarily.
I know, I'm
But
giving them
also, it
shit.
does play well because Colorado is a very, like dog-friendly state. They
Dog-friendly.
ship them from all over because people adopt them. So y'all are, doing a pretty awesome part.
hell yeah.
You mentioned the missus. Is she a whiskey girl as well, or is she just like, eh?
She's a whiskey girl. She's
you
she's
go.
the fiercest palate west of the Mississippi.
Maybe we need to get her.
I would say
Mrs. Hill.
if you want the real palate on
The
Whiskey
Mrs.
Wednesday,
accountant.
This is a
and over in Scotland, she kicked my ass on a couple blind tastings. So dude, she's not one to fuck with when it comes to whiskey.
Y'all need to have her on an episode, Sam, for Whiskey
Yeah,
Wednesday.
she is, and she's a tougher critic than me. I'm like the good cop, and she's the bad cop. She'll let you know if your whiskey's not good. So
Hell yeah, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
a cool common interest to have. So, what's her favorite bottle? I mean, if you can speak for, I guess we don't want to tip
Hell
it
no,
out.
she's coming on the show.
Okay, cool. Well, I didn't know if they like.
Sorry, Miss
I
Hill,
like-
you're,
no,
you're
yeah.
coming on the hill.
You know,
You're
like
coming
it's cool. I see. I've been replaced pretty quickly.
Not replaced, not replaced. She can be a guest.
We could do like a little like couple segment. We'll give some marriage advice in the
Yeah, we'll see.
meantime.
We'll
yeah,
say
we'll get really drunk.
bourbon.
We could get really drunk and do marriage
What
advice
was that?
section.
What was that game show? What was that game show? What was that game show? when you picked your couple's answer?
The dating game?
No, when you pick the answer, it's like, oh, so what's his favorite color?
It's like that old.
Match
it's
your
like,
mate or whatever? I'm thinking of Parks
it's
and
not
Rec.
really. No, it's not. Yeah, it's
No,